don't want to encroach on anyone. I don't want anyone that's doing investigating to go, oh, we don't want her muscling in on this. That is not what I want to do. I want to aid. I don't want to say, right, well, I'm going to come with you when you go and observe everybody. I'm not doing that. But I can still listen to them and say, oh, yeah, I'll help you out with this, or I can have a look for that. No, just, I don't know. I feel like we're going backwards with the investigating, where people are kind of keeping everything close to their chest because they want to be the one that unearths everything.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's enough
Well,
teamwork.
that's a double-edged sword, unfortunately, because the PD as a whole, individual departments have been burned based on the actions of a few, and then in hindsight, it becomes one of those, well, we never should have brought this up with so-and-so, and it becomes this gatekeepy thing that I really despise, but it literally is because I'm not going to say it's a necessary evil. It's just easier, unfortunately, because we've been burnt in the past, right? Like, we have the whole Dominic Road situation where there's even fucking case law. And it's because someone was doing something, sort of on their own and had a bunch. Hell, we might even be dealing with something right now, very similar in nature regarding the Spectre.
Oh, right. I mean, the thing is, it's because of what Dominic did, is that I wanted to include you in every private thing that I did, because I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, you want oversight, and you want to create that paper trail to prevent, fingers being pointed to you.
Yeah. Well, this is why I said, if anyone asks me, I mean, maybe they don't like that. Maybe they don't like that if they give me a private report, I'm going to ping one back to them with your name in it. Maybe they don't, you know what I mean? But why?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, no one's done that, honestly. I'm just saying that out of speculation, but I'm just saying, people, I feel like sometimes there's people around that just want to say, hey, look what I've done. I've spent the last 6 months doing all this and no one knew, but hey, look, I've got a result, and not included nobody. And it shouldn't be like that. But like I say, I don't want to be in charge of anyone. Even with the PD tow, I'm constantly saying, I'm not your boss. You don't have to answer to me. I'm just here to help you all.
So Martha, I'm trying to make parallels here, because I'm thinking I'm thinking of liability in the event where you were, let's say something happened at Mission Row, whatever. Will there ever be a time where someone goes, well, Martha is employed by the PD. Why didn't this happen?
Why didn't what happen? What do you mean?
Well, it doesn't matter. This is just a hypothetical, because this then leads me to, will a follow-up question be, did Martha attend academy? The answer to that's going to be no. But then I think to myself, marshals, I don't think have ever had an academy. In fact, marshals have reached out to PD to train marshals on day-to-day PD stuff. And so I don't even think it needs to.
Viv was trying to set up so I could have my own reports, right? And this is how we were going about it, because I said, look, sometimes people come in and they want to have a chat about an officer. They're pissed off with them. I said, I can't make a report on that. I said, but I could do if I had a report that only high command could see. So only me, I could do general reports if someone, had their gun nicked, that would just be a normal one. But if someone came in and it was something sensitive, I could deal with it, and then just only high command can see it. Things like that, have a different sort of report system. So she was honestly, bless Viv, she was having to cope with everything plus me. But at the moment, the only thing I can do is a private report and just add everybody, really. That's what but also when I've been trained on VR, I know how to sort out the DNA. I know how to make it ready so that I can put it into the little labels. Viv had me do a couple of them, which you can see what I did, and then so that I don't touch the actual report. And this is what, going back to what you just said, so people don't say, oh no, it was just Martha doing it, so that can't be right. I do a dispatch report and I put all the findings in that, and I say, there it is, reference it on my side, on the side of the report or the incident, so they know what it's pertaining to. They can go there, check my pictures, check my findings, and they can add what they want to their report. Do you know what I mean? So that I am literally, it's like a parallel report that's just with information. So I'm not touching the report. I'm not changing it. I'm not editing it, doctoring it. It's just me doing something that someone asked me to. Martha, these. Can you go and look for this person's DNA in this area? So I go and do that. I document it. I make a little map up, put their initials of the person where I saw them, take some pictures, and then just reference it and just say, here it is. It's just a report that anyone can see. you
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
I'm not touching anything. So and I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to say, right, okay, because who's going to want me to be sort of interfering with all their reports and shit? They're not going to. And I get that. So, I don't want to encroach. But honestly, my brain power is just diminishing in here. It really is. I've been not there for more than a week. I haven't had a single request for any kind of help at all from anyone. It's like that I just don't exist. So, and that's how I feel anyway. And I get it because I'm not needed. People don't need me. People don't ask. They don't. No one's going to turn up to work today and say, "Where's Martha?" Because we need her to do this. Because they know they don't. I
Well,
don't need.
it truly is also because of the not negative stigma, but like the dispatch portion.
Yeah,
They open up our dispatch system, they see you filed under dispatch, they're not going
yeah,
to and the thing
yeah,
is, these people know that you don't talk on radio. Like, you're not doing dispatch duties because you are doing literally
yeah,
everything else at Mission Row.
yeah. Well, or I'm out and about, but I'm still
Yeah.
on call.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not on call to the officers. I'm on call to the citizens, and that's where I come in. And then I'll contact one of you and say this person, that person. But anyone can do that. And this is the problem: is everything I can do, all officers can do, or they should be able to. So I'm not like I haven't got anything really that anyone needs. They can do it all. The place hasn't fallen down since I've been gone. Everything's going on.
Yeah. So, what did you feel would be the best name for the position again?
I don't know.
The thing is, it gets a little tricky because
Yeah,
it's not specific necessarily to just LSPD. Because if anyone were to approach you, BCSO, I don't think you would ever say no. Um,
oh yeah,
Additionally,
no, it's for them as well.
yeah, it'd be for the entirety of the PD. So additionally, it, honestly, I'm not opposed to like um, some form of like, if there can be an administrative assistant, why can't there just be like a PD administrator? As like
Yeah,
because that also gives the implication of there being some authority on the basis that administrator is in the name. Um,
yeah,
and then gone are the days of you just being filed under dispatch and no one assuming that you
yeah.
have any ability to
I
look at
know.
stuff.
Yeah, people ask me. I mean, the officers will come up to me and say, "Oh, this person wants that. What do I do?" And then they'll walk away, and I deal with it. So it's not like I don't do things that are really, really difficult. I just do things that nobody wants really to do. Yeah, they ain't
Hmm.
got time. They need to be out on patrol. They need to be doing what they need to be doing. That's why people like me
And it doesn't
work.
even need to be something as crazy as that. We could literally, Martha, do you know how many times we will? The other day we had 3 people in interrogation rooms, 2 here, 1 in
Yeah,
Sandy, and there was I want to say a scene or something, but like, as long as we have stuff in evidence lockers, we could then simultaneously, without pulling any of the involved officers away, reach out to you and be like, hey, could you just go and double check to see if these casings have come back to other reports? And if so, could you get me the report numbers or the incidents or
yeah,
whatever it is?
yeah, yeah.
And
I
that's stuff
know.
that you would want to do, correct?
Yeah, I don't mind doing paperwork, but I need people too.
Got it.
Because
Okay.
that's what gets me clocking on, seeing if anything it needs to be done, then coming out and just leaving my name in the lemon list because people just walk past me, don't include me. I don't go into meetings. If anyone's doing, I have not got a group, if you know what I mean, of people or anything where they say, oh, I'm just not necessary, and I don't know if that will change.
Um, Considering you're making it a point to prove that you are, I don't necessarily see that being the case.
But I'm
Martha,
not though. The place is not. Listen, right. I could stay away for another month. The place would just carry on. It would just carry on. It's about how I feel personally. I feel like there's nothing here for me. There's no progress. A year and a half of still being the receptionist, trying to literally get out from under dispatch and not being able to. Receptionist isn't even a bloody position anymore. They don't even hire for it.
That is true.
You know, so what am I doing here?
Hmm.
You know, Dawn wants me to go and work for her.
Okay, Martha, here's my
end up being in the same position.
Here's my
whatever I do.
Here's my promise to you. I will that day when we had the meeting, unfortunately I think it ended up being cut short, but I made it clear that Pred cannot deal with you because he doesn't have the I'm not going to say tact required, but Pred looks at a situation and goes, if I was in this person's shoes, this is what I would do, but he can't do that because he's not actually in your shoes. He doesn't know what you actually deal with. I have a far better understanding.
For him to keep saying that I don't do anything, you know, and that really pisses me off because I do stuff that no one can see. You know, and maybe sometimes I don't do anything all day because there's nothing to do. But
Martha,
it's the availability.
Martha, it is crazy because I guarantee you 90% of fucking PD have utilized your work. There hasn't been a number I have been unable to get because I look at I go, oh, I don't have this person's number, pull up their profile in Martha formatting every time without fail.
I know, but that don't get me anything. Don't get me people to talk to, Matt.
That is true. That is true. But it's also why.
That might sound silly to you, but I need people.
No, that doesn't sound silly at all. I'd go fucking crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes I entertain myself by doing stupid stuff on my own. But straight up, if there was no one, no, more so I kind of like what I'm doing right now with my car. I'm putting an engine in a bunch of different cars to see if, you know, during downtime and whatnot.
Who's that on the top there? Are they going to jump?
Oh, wait, is that... Hello?
Hello? I'm on the roof.
King?
It's me.
Don't jump!
I'm not going to jump. I'm just eating my breakfast.
Oh.
I heard the last part of your conversation, and I wanted to say, Martha, I love you very much.
Oh, no. What a stalker. How can you hear me? How can you hear me?
I'll try my best.
He can't hear me, can
no,
he?
he can. He can. Wait, did you not hear what he said?
Me? Yeah, is he stalking me?
No, he's not stalking. He's
stalking me.
having his breakfast on the roof.
Well,
Speaking of which, can I buy 2 meals?
Yeah, you can. It's $3.50 for a main and a drink.
All right. I will take 2, please.
The maths on that. 700.
There you are. But I will try to get you exactly what it is that you're looking for. There will unfortunately have to be some concessions made, like I said, under dispatch. When I say under dispatch, I'm talking about the dispatch system, not dispatch the office. You would be listed.
The first step.
You would be listed under LSPD, just like every other officer. Next to your name.
That's the first step for me, because every time I feel just I mean, I could go on. The trouble is with Pred as well is he does think I need more, and the thing is, I say to him, oh, do you know what? When he first joined here, he said, Martha, I'm going to work you so hard. I'm going to give you so much to do. Not a thing. Because he can't. There isn't anything. He can't just like make stuff for me to do. But I feel like he feels that he's said, right, okay, Martha, you can have this if you become a cop, if you do this. He's given me options and I've said no.
But those options are contingent upon you being an officer.
But he's seeing me as someone that's being offered something and saying no to it. And it's not as cut and dry as that. So I think he's seeing me as someone that's just turning my nose up at something that he considers to be really good. You know?
Yeah.
But it isn't to me. It's so hard being a civilian. I ain't even joking. You know?
So
it's so difficult.
Just to clarify, because again, I can't stress this enough. Obviously, our dispatch system is limited. I would make it very clear that you would no longer fall under the category of dispatch. You would be under the category of LSPD. And then next to your name, you'd probably have the rank of officer, because those are predetermined. We can't change that on the fly. We can't add them on the fly. But next to your name,
type of officer, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Next to your name, though, we could clarify whatever position you actually end up being in. We could clarify that, and we can also make further announcements in meetings. Hell, we can even make a PD-wide announcement regarding the position that you would be in, and what people can reach out to you for.
Yeah. I mean,
and the
command can delegate, deploy me for something and say, look, we've got this that needs doing. Can you, just clue her up? I need to have a conversation. What do people want? Rather than someone just saying, oh, see that report. Can you just do this on there? And then I'm like, oh, I want to be included. Otherwise, I'm so drained from it, honestly, from asking.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I feel like I need to use my voice to get what I need, and it ain't working. It ain't working.
Well, it's not working because with Pred specifically, the way he is trying to get to the finish line with you is by just making you a full officer. But again, I think we go down the route, and we've already made the concession with Bill, which is why I think it's going to be considerably easier to justify. Except you'd pretty much be in a similar Bill position where you are essentially inherently trusted with information regarding what's going on, so that you can then help with stuff like investigations based upon knowledge you may have or affiliations you may be privy to, because you are also out on the streets on a daily fucking basis overhearing stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, I've worked at the food stalls too. The amount of shit people say directly in front of you is fucking wild.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it can be just an off-the-cuff remark just coming out of a thing, and someone will say something about a situation that's happening, and I think, oh, that's interesting.
And these things would never be said in front of someone in uniform.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that anyone knows who I am, really. But, it's... I mean, they know who I am now because I've got a van, darling. Other than that, do you know what I mean?
Yes, I get what you're saying.
I feel like I like to go back to my roots, like just being a taxi driver, just being out.
Yep. I also distinctly recall in our prior conversations, I made it clear to Pred that there unfortunately could not exist a system for reaching out for not reaching out for numbers, but an automated well, Martha's not around. Let me just access something that Martha has. Oh, there are, but here's the thing.
That for a fact.
Well, the thing is, the other list exists on a system. I think it was set up by Bean, and it's got subpoena related stuff, investigation related stuff, and you can pretty much import a large list of things. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's set up so that you can pretty much copy everything on the lemon list, paste it in, and it'll format everything.
Yeah. Well, good, but that's the point. There are other people that can do this. My primary thing was to get it in the MDT.
Yep.
That is what it's for me to do that, because no one wants to sit and do that. So
and the point I was making with Pred, very much so in your defense, because he was like, well, shift two, blah blah blah.
Is just aside from that, it's not even. Yes. The actual target is the MDT and getting the numbers in. That's what I am doing.
And the thing I was explaining to
any
Pred
list that people have doesn't really apply to me, because
it doesn't, because
it's just the MDT stuff I do.
Yeah. And again, the thing I was explaining most to Pred is, in an ideal world, if Martha could be around 24/7, phenomenal. But guess what? If a detective is or an officer is looking into something and inquiring about a number that they don't have, they don't have it. If Martha has it, unfortunately, it might take 12 hours until Martha's on duty, but in 12 hours, they'll have the answer that they're looking for.
Yeah. But if other people are doing lists at those times, they can get hold of them, surely. I don't know why it was, you've got this list, but you're not around. I know that there is a list floating around with a good few thousand, because I know that a lot of my numbers went on there. So, because Doc Masters, I think, just copied everything to everyone. So they're using a lot of mine anyway, which is fair enough. But it was like, then again, it's like,
But
oh,
we
look at
didn't.
what we've got.
We didn't want to. I'm not going to say we. I don't want to make you redundant when all the information is just
yeah.
available on a list. That's why I was making
Yeah.
it a point to Pred. Like, listen,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the cost here is that sometimes in shift 2, those individuals are just going to have to wait if they don't have another means of obtaining that number.
Yeah.
And
They
that's just the
probably do, though.
reality. Because
I tell you as well, is I've probably not got as many numbers that are in shift 2. They've probably got them because I'm not here.
That's
So
true.
there's probably shift. They'd be the ones that are having all.
but you would be heavy
criminals that are
3 and
around.
1, which is really solid.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I'm about, I just have a look and I'll just do it. So yeah, I have got numbers that maybe aren't in the MDT because I don't have a state ID for them. So I've got a load that aren't actually, they haven't committed a crime. I just wait for them because it doesn't take long.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are other lists. So I don't feel that I should be kind of, oh, you can't just have this on your computer or whatever in your apartment. You've got to be available. There are people available with these lists. I know there are because they've spoke to me about it. So it shouldn't just be on my shoulders to be like, oh, well, you're not around in shift 2. So what are we going to do?
And
there are people in shift 2 that have shift 2 numbers. I swear they must have.
And Martha, what they also don't realize is they sort of assume that everything you've done is filed perfectly in a spreadsheet. And what they're not realizing is you have set up your system that's accommodating for you and isn't an easy copy and paste. But
the thing is, I could do all that, and I did do it in the past. But like you say, people just copy it all, and it all just goes to waste.
Yeah.
And the way I do it, I incorporate like the screenshots as well. I've got every single
You've got the dates. And Martha, I'm gonna explain something to you. The system that they're using, all it does is copy what's currently on the lemon list, or they can pretty much, like, everyone has like a personal phone book on this site, right? You can pretty much copy like the contacts on your phone, if I recall correctly. But essentially on this site, I can then share with, let's say, my husband, right? I can share with Richard, and he can then import all the numbers that I have into his. But you know what it's not going to do? It's not going to indicate which one is the most recent. Let's assume someone has had 3 numbers. Exactly. But do you know who does? You, because every time you've documented these things, they're dated.
Yeah, they're dated for me. Well, they're dated in the MDT, and they're also in my files dated. I always save them all, the date that they come in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you said what's the most recent, I'd put their name in, and it will bring me up the file that they're in.
But again, another piece of information that you would have that likely the other system being utilized wouldn't.
They could probably do that, though. They probably could do it.
Well,
but,
it's an automated system. That's the thing. And all it's doing is like name, number. And so when they then look at their contacts, no, it's I think it was Bean or someone related to Bean that made a. It's also being utilized for subpoenas because when we get subpoenas, they're in very wonky
Is it a
format.
server on someone's personal thing?
Not sort of, kinda, but it's not.
I wouldn't connect to that anyway.
I know. And the thing is, no one would.
I'm too old to do that.
No one would ever be asked to do so. It is very much so an optional thing. Exactly.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that. Jadelyn tried to get me to link to her stuff and put things in. I said no. So yeah, I got a warning for that. Ridiculous.
You got in trouble for that?
Yeah, because they wanted me to fill out a form that they decided that would go straight to their little server thing they'd made, and I said I'm not going to do that. And I told Viv, I said I'm sorry, I'm not
You don't need to be fucking sorry for that.
I hardly know. And if they can create something like that, they can create all sorts of tracking shit. So I'm not doing it.
It's no different than like, this is a tool that a lot of us use, but I can't stress this enough. It'll never be required. No one will ever have to do that. And then Springfield, for example, she's now in the marshals. Because subpoenas are so wonky with their formatting, Springfield has created her own tool that formats things specifically. But again, no one will ever be required. or expected to utilize Springfield's
Yeah.
tool. Only Springfield, from my understanding, has it. But point being, like, everyone has their own way of doing things, much like
Yeah,
how
and I
you.
think that's a good thing.
I agree, because
think
you have
everyone-
information that the others don't.
Yeah. Everyone has their strengths of how they can do stuff. I can do spreadsheets. I can do all that. People think I'm thick as shit. I'm not. But it's just that this just works for me, and I've got it. And
Yep.
I can also do the thing where I can just copy from Lemon List and have my spreadsheet, just put it all in order. I can do that. I can. The way it gets copy and pasted is terrible. It's all jumbly up all over the place.
Mhm.
I get it to take the spaces out, put ones in where I want it. I can do that shit, but if I'm not included in anything, I don't feel
There's
like
no
doing it.
point.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Like, it may work for a short period of time, but like that drive to want to continue when you don't get to see the fruits of your labor, that's ass.
yeah, it's not difficult to do, and this is the thing. It's just time consuming and something.
But you're
what
willing
is the
to do
point?
it when no one
What
else
is the
is.
point? Yeah, it's like saying to someone, go back to your apartment and just stay there and do this, and then when I see you, just give me a link, will you? And then bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
I ain't doing
Yep.
that.
That's
And
why
it makes
there
them
was
look
a
good,
such.
and no one acknowledges me, and
Yep.
no one mentions my name, and you'll find that. I think you will find that people will not mention my name, even the PD toe stuff. If someone says who's maintaining the form or anything, they'll go, oh, I don't know. Yet they fucking
Oh,
hate me because
I
I
say
gave it to
Martha.
them.
I
Yeah,
say
but
Martha.
Other people won't, and I find that bizarre. It's like a real kind of strange, bizarre thing that no one ever mentions my name about stuff. They just don't. I'm not involved,
Well,
and I just think, what's the point then?
I soon hope to have a solution to all of
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
We will
Help me
figure
out of
out.
dispatch, please.
You will be out of dispatch. That much I can guarantee.
And you can use me for whatever you want, whatever you think I can do, or whatever. I will do as much as I can. And this is the thing: I will fill up my time doing as much as I can for you. But you have to acknowledge that I am trustworthy and that I can do it. Don't be frightened to think, oh, well, she won't be able to do that. Ask me, because I might.
Yep.
I might.
100%, Martha.
Anyway, I'm glad you're fed and that.
Thank you.
I'm still going to carry on doing this though, because I
That's
really
fine.
like it. The van's lovely in it.
It
I
is.
wish it was yours.
Well, if I'm being honest, I don't do the ocean very well.
Yeah, but why would you want to drive that? It's a stupidly small car.
It is stupidly small.
It is. I could drive over that on my way out. Couldn't I? Probably. And you've even got a slope on the front.
It's deceivingly heavy,
It's a
if I'm
ramp.
being honest.
Is it?
The Coquette specifically is deceivingly heavy. But I'm just throwing an engine in this to see.
Yeah.
So,
I was
and then
gonna
it's
buy
going in
one of
another
those,
car.
Actually, I was gonna.
Oh.
I can't even reverse up a hill in that. So if I go past someone and they want sushi, I can't get back up there.
Martha, the civilian version of the Coquette sounds so good. It sounds
Is
so
it?
good.
Why? Yeah, but why haven't you got that then? Why is it different?
Do
you have to change it?
No, it's our exhausts for our PD vehicles are to meet emissions. It's a little different than the civilian version.
Yeah.
The civilian version sounds mean, like it's got a nice big engine in there, and then ours is just
Oh.
yeah, but it works better in our favor.
It'd be too fast for me though, wouldn't it? It'd be too fast for me.
Not necessarily. Stock, while it may be a fairly quick car, it's not crazy unless you start putting a bunch of parts. It just sounds good.
Someone did try and put a turbo in one of my things, and I got them to take it out actually, because I'm just hitting everything faster.
Wait, didn't you tell me? Wasn't it one of your small cars?
Flipping minivan, they tried to put it in, and it didn't work. It wouldn't do anything to it. I can actually get up a hill. If I stop on a hill, I can get back up. Minivan, if you stop halfway up a hill, going up into Vinewood, you can't carry on.
You're screwed?
You have to zigzag up, or you have to go all the way down and speed up. But that, I can't reverse up a hill. It just about does it.
Is it a manual?
No, this is an automatic.
It is auto.
I
Interesting.
hate manual. It makes me cry.
Too. I'm very much so on board.
I won't even drive it to the garage. I have to get Rainer to come and get me because I cry my eyes out. I can't even see myself. I can't even see in front of my face. because I hate it that much. Even a sequential, I just can't stand the thought of having to press that button every time on the dashboard, every time I get in. I'm starting to go now because it's so upsetting. But yeah, but bless
I
him,
will
he does come and
say,
help me out.
if you do like the van,
Yeah.
and it just your primary concern is it doesn't have enough power to go up a hill, you can
Tires, do you think?
well, you can get an engine in it. But full disclosure, they can be fairly costly. Truthfully, I don't even think you'd care about the cost.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mean as in like, Martha, go and get scammed buying an engine, but
I'm
like,
still making money by accident. And people give me £1,000 tip every time I give them something. Honestly, they don't. And someone didn't even buy food and said, "Oh, we just give you £1,000 anyway."
like it wouldn't be uncommon to spend 300 grand on an engine, but it would certainly give your van the power to not have an issue on hills, for example.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say.
There
So
are
what engine
also
would that be
people.
then?
There.
What
Well,
is you, motherfucker?
I don't know.
Hello, darling. Yes, it me. Yes, it is. Hello.
Don't know how big the engine bay
Yeah,
is.
come over here.
But long story short, you could probably spend 300 grand, 400 maybe, depending on the engine, and it will definitely have enough power for sure, without question.
Will it go too fast though? Will I hit things?
No.
I do hit things, so would I still hit things?
So here's the thing: a lot of vehicles, and I'm going to assume that van is going to be in this category, will have, let's say, Actually, do you know how many gears that van has?
No, I don't know anything like that.
It may have like.
Why don't you drive it around a block?
Sure. Yeah.
Get in, it's
Give me just
lovely.
a moment. Guys, we'll be right back. I did not get
I'll
keys.
Give you the key in here. No, I'm getting in. I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say
I'm
get
on
in.
the floor. Yeah, I'll come. There you go.
I'll be
Honestly,
right back.
Going up to BCSO in this.
This thing
I
has
swear to
no
God.
power. Holy.
Yeah. Going up. Imagine me going up to BCSO in this.
So.
It takes an age.
Yeah.
Dawn was starving up there, honestly. And I said, well, I'll be a while.
Yeah, so it will definitely make it faster, but a lot of vehicles like this have a an automatic transmission.
You've got your foot right down, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
So you'll definitely be
hill.
faster, but it won't be excessively fast to the point, because like this might even have a 4-speed transmission. And if you don't put a sequential transmission in it, it's not going to get past the 4th gear, so you won't even be able to. Oh, is this only 3 gears?
What did you
No.
just do?
Yeah. If you got once you get to this incline, we've got a slight incline. It will start losing.
Oh
I
no,
think.
Martha, we're
Honestly,
20
go-
miles an hour below the speed limit.
I know. Well, I ain't gonna get nicked then, am I?
That's true.
But yeah, the more it is, the going up. I couldn't pick it. If someone was on Mount Chiliad, they're gonna have to stay there.
Oh, 100%. Because this thing is losing speed on this slight incline.
I know.
We're
Imagine
downhill
going
and it's
up a
barely
proper-
accelerating.
I know. Foot right down and all.
There are people who have a bunch of different types of engines. I would say it might be worth testing a not over-the-top engine. Oh, Martha, this thing only has 3 gears. So even with...
What?
Okay, wait, an engine's
Leave
going to
it
be
alone,
perfect
it's
for you. No,
lovely.
here's... Oh, wait, 4th? Oh, no, we have 4th! We have 4th! 90 miles an hour! Okay, it may only have 4 gears, but good
Right.
news. That means that even with a decent engine, it's not... Like, the top speed isn't going to change necessarily. So I think you should try an engine in here, straight up.
Do you? Has it upset you, innit? After you've just been out and about in your own car? Has it done you in, hasn't it?
Sorta, kinda. In fact, Martha, we can put something to the test real quick. I
Oh
just
my
need to
gosh.
verify something.
Okay. What, my age?
No. We just have to clarify the size of the engine bay. And it is very big. So, it's 3.1 meters wide.
Yeah.
So you can fit any engine in here.
Right. Okay then. So what
Richard,
would you recommend then?
so can you do me a favor? Bring this over to
Yeah.
the tuna shop. Richard has a...
You don't want to drive it then, I'll drive
Well,
it.
I have to bring Richard's Scout because he has an engine in his that I'll temporarily put in yours so that we can gauge the speed. And then I
Okay.
can pull it out right after. So I'm going to go park my Coquette. I'm going to grab Richard's Scout, and I will meet you there.
Okay. All right then.
Go. Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. How's it going?
Yes, that shift back.
What was that?
No, just saying you're back.
Yes, but I do have to go to the tuna shop because we are going to throw an engine into Martha's van to gauge how quick it'll be and if it'll be too quick.
What's the purpose of the van?
Well, she does deliveries in it, and I'm not kidding. It was like downhill, way downhill. That's when it was hitting 90 miles an hour.
Oh my god.
So when she's like doing deliveries up north, it takes forever to accelerate. And on slight inclines, like Milton Road, for example, if she comes to a complete stop, she can't continue going forward because it just doesn't have enough power. So I know Richard has a flat 6 in his Scout, so I'm going to pull that out, throw it into her van, and see if it assists. I mean, it will, but we need to figure out if it's too fast.
We got that 3.5 block 2 in that we got out of those boxes.
Oh,
Probably got
true.
The
Wait.
twin turbo V6. It would have to be built though. But
Yeah, but the cost of that would be relatively minor.
yeah. Distance 6
Wait, is the performance similar to the flat 6? Like not wildly different? Because I'm just gonna throw it. I'm throwing Richard's.
It's like a Jester. It's a Jester engine.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a bad shout. I'm gonna go to the tuner shop real quick and do that swap. I need to figure out where Richard keeps his Scout. I think it's over here. $15.88.
Just so you know, Rhodes, I was trying to catch up with you yesterday. Remember the guy that came in looking for his arm the other day?
Yes.
The Vargo Esco guy thing?
Yep.
Well, since it got thrown out, she was looking for all the books back. She's got all them back now. I give her back all the books and everything because the case got thrown out.
Yep.
And it had been longer than 30 days. So just so you're aware, if anyone's wondering where the evidence went, I put it in the report.
Yeah, as long as it's documented, it
was
doesn't
handed
matter.
back. Because there was the command report, no one could find it, and I managed to find it, so I gave it back.
Yeah. Anytime we pull from evidence, like way after a case happens, like as long as we're documenting it, there shouldn't be any issue.
Yeah, it's documented in the command report that was put up by Brooke Ruth, so the marshals are aware of it too. Then if she put it up.
Perfect. All right. Appreciate the heads up.
All right.
Sorry about that, Martha. Do me a favor, pull the van over here. I'm just gonna have to fix this up. That'll do. Actually, just back it up just a bit. Perfect. Davenport did bring up, so we opened up some of those mystery boxes the other day, and we got an engine block
yeah.
for I think it's a 3.5 liter V6. In order to build that engine, we would need some engine parts, but it would be drastically cheaper, than like a full engine because people typically charge a decent amount of money for the block.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry. What I'm telling you here is that we're gonna figure it out.
I'm not an
Alright.
officer. I don't know how to do anything. You see, I'm not a cop.
All right, flat 6.
If I was a cop.
Hold on. I need to go grab the hoist. One moment. We need to ensure that Martha enjoys her van. All right. Martha,
Okay.
can you pop the
What do I-
hood?
Oh yeah.
I have to put this in Richard's car, and then I'll have to prepare that engine and then put it in yours.
Right.
And then when we swap them out, we'll have to do the reverse. I'll have to put one in your... It's actually crazy how big that engine in that van looks.
Really?
Well, I mean, look at the size of it, and just think of how underpowered it
Oh
is.
yeah. I know. You were sad, weren't you? I know.
It was
Even as you pulled
expected.
away.
If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
it was expected.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
dear.
Oh, wrong car. There we go.
So you didn't even know about Mike Domino? I said, didn't I? Didn't I say? Keep an eye.
It's interesting because the name came up, but it didn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
There's always just so much happening nowadays.
Oh, I know.
I will say though, it is calmed to a very reasonable degree. Whereas everything at the beginning was very, drastic changes, and it's calmed, thankfully.
Oh, what you mean with Craig?
Just PD in general.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the heavy lifting is sort of out of the way at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just had a bit of a moment, you know what I mean? And I mean, Richard will tell you. That
Rightfully
every now and
so.
again-
Rightfully
every now
so.
and again, I have to take some time, and then I come back with a spring in my step. But this time, I felt like it was a bit more. So
We all hit that point. It doesn't matter. I mean, let's be honest. There will be a point where once you're in this position, and you've done it for so long that you will need to take a step back and do something else to occupy your time, to then revisit and enjoy it again.
I mean, I'm lucky, because I can go out and about and I can do other things. This is the thing. I'm not pulled like you are.
Yep, that do be true.
So I do get that. It's a bit.
What engine is that?
Hey, whoa! Whoa!
What engine's that?
It's a flat 6.
Oh, you lucky.
Jesus. It's just idiot. Don't worry.
Brazen. Yeah. I think also as well, with the, it's when you think how little I'm allowed. I mean, even the PD tow, and I just thought, when I was told to refer to Joey or Betty, I thought I was literally the one that asked him to do it. Do you know what I mean? Just...
They don't realize that you were literally the mastermind.
Henry didn't want to do it. Henry said he didn't want to do it. And Magnus left.
It's
No
a
one
lot of
picked it up,
responsibility, yeah.
and I've kept
All right,
on top
I'm just
of
gonna
it. And then
squeeze
just
by
like,
you.
and then frozen out. So I thought, oops.
All right.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna park. I'm gonna park this at Mission Row. You should be able to drop the hood and meet me at Mission Row.
Is it? What do you want? Okay then.
So it's got the engine in it. So it should feel like it's got more power, but it shouldn't be excessive.
Good. Okay.
I don't believe it'll be excessive,
Let's
at least.
see. Yeah, we're not having a race. You can go.
Okay. I fucking love Martha. Holy fuck. Oh my gosh. That was good. Oh my gosh.
I'll drop you off here,
Oh,
and then I'm
so sorry.
I'm gonna get this refueled.
Are you okay?
Easy. Yeah, well, good.
Damn, I don't even think oh, can I park? Ooh. I hate parking here.
Can you please not do burnouts in the PD parking lot? Thank you.
I'm trying my best.
Please.
I'm trying my best.
We get it. You've got a big engine, Rhodes.
No,
and
this
everyone
has
needs to
no
know.
engine.
We get it.
It's got no engine.
Oh, did it break?
No, this is Richard's. I'm trying to park it because I put his engine in Martha's van. Hold on. But I don't know if I can park here. I guess we're about to find... Ooh, all right. Hello.
Yeah, if it's hippier, do you want to jump in and do it?
Yes, because then should be able to gauge, have a better
Go on,
gauge
you
of
get-
top
get
speed.
in. Right.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
in
already
reverse,
it's-
definitely not like too zippy. No, it sounds like a race car, but it's not.
No, it does sound bad anyway. My truck sounds terrible like this. It does sound awful.
But you can tell it's not, in my opinion, over the top.
No.
But it's more zippy to where I don't think you'd get stuck on a hill.
Yeah, I mean, I just went up that little incline to get here, and it didn't sort of seem too bad. But I mean, there's no
We're
way
in fourth gear.
Yeah, I'm never going up to 90 before.
So I mean, this is consistent with any car. You start hitting bumps and the speed jumps up.
Yeah.
But like right now, on the incline, we were at 100, and it then started, going back down to 90. So like, even if you weren't paying attention, hypothetically, like you're not at any crazy amount of speed. It seems like fourth gear is the top.
I mean, my ESC is nippy, I was using that, and so this seems like it's a little bit more like nippy like that, because that was very nippy. But I do brake a lot. That's why people, when they're,
Yep.
in my car, they get a bit of whiplash.
I think the perfect combination is an engine without any additional turbo. And you probably don't care at all about tires or anything like that.
Nah.
Some vehicles are, I'm not kidding when I say this, undrivable without tires. As in, you know how you can turn in this thing fairly well?
Yeah,
Some
I
vehicles,
can go back corners good.
Some vehicles, Martha, I'm talking like you need 4 lanes of travel to make a 90-degree turn unless you're at 20 miles an hour. It's bad.
Yeah. I've got a Bison. That's awful to drive around a corner.
Yep. That I'm not surprised about at all.
I mean, it's a terrible van anyway.
Oh, okay. So you are going to be perfect in this car. Fourth gear is the top.
Right, okay then.
So if you don't throw a transmission in here, you're probably downhill, flooring it the entire time. I don't think you'll exceed 120 ever.
No. Plus, I don't want my fish all over the place.
That is true. I mean, like going up this incline, maintain 65 miles an hour and then accelerated to 70. It's definitely more viable. That's for sure.
Yeah. Is there a way to make it quieter?
Not necessarily, no. The engine sound is because of the engine, whereas the PD vehicles specifically, like every PD car, has a custom exhaust outfitted to them, versus civilian cars where all of them will sound like the engine that's put into them.
Right. So what is this engine so I know what to ask for?
This is a flat 6.
A flat 6?
Yep.
And that's all I need to say?
Yes. However, there might be another option on the table. But it would be best if we find someone with this engine to put in here first. So give me a second. I'm going to make a call.
Okay.
Junior's actually over here. Let me ask him. Junior. Hey. How you doing?
Oh, good, G. How you doing?
I'm all right. Junior, I have a question.
What?
Do you know anyone with a 3.5 liter twin turbo?
I do not. I have a 3.8 V6, but that's about all I have right now.
Damn. Because we have a block, and we're trying to get a decent engine into Martha's delivery van, the one that she drives around all the time.
Yeah.
And we have a flat 6 in there, and it's fast enough without being over the top. But we'd have to source a block and get all the parts to build it. So I'm trying to figure out if someone has a 3.5 so that we can test it before dedicating to it.
Hey, Renner. Do we have any 3.5s? 3.5 engines around? Okay. Oh, is it? Did it? Okay, let me go check that. Because they're trying to get one for Martha's delivery van.
That's terrible.
So.
Fucking terrible. It was KO. You didn't pass the order.
Alright, I'll go check the shop and see what we got.
Actually, it's some tea, but I can't tell.
Be right back, Roots.
Actually, one last thing. So specifically, we're just looking to test. So it would ideally looking for something built. But if not, do you know what if you could ask Rainer what the price of a flat 6 would be?
Built or?
Built, yes.
Right. How much would you do for a flat 6? How much would you sell built flat 6?
It would be it'd be for Martha's van.
They do investigate. You have to get those eased.
Around 300.
300? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if he has a block by chance?
Let me go see.
Okay,
see
perfect.
I'm gonna go see if we have
All
any.
right.
I'll be right back.
Martha.
Sir.
Yes, darling.
1 second.
You're done with Martha.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
So Junior was saying, well, he was talking to Rainer. I think they said it'd be around 300 grand for the engine that's currently in there right now.
Right. Okay.
So they're checking to see if they have a block, because it would have to be built.
How long till the bits go rusty once I've paid for that?
Engines, I believe, are 3 months.
It's not too bad then.
Yes. All the other parts in a vehicle, excluding tires, They go bad in, I believe, 2 months, but they can be
Yeah.
repaired with parts. So you no longer have to repurchase. Remember how before, you know, discounts were given because they weren't
Yeah.
brand spanking new? Nowadays, people are breaking down older parts or parts that aren't desirable into materials that can be utilized to refurbish those parts. So you don't necessarily have to rebuy parts every time, excluding tires and engines. Once those are worn, they're worn.
Okay. Honestly, I've forgotten all that. I'll ask you nearer the time.
If they do have the parts to build the engine, it would take about an hour or so.
You're welcome. Right.
Are you interested in purchasing the engine if they do have it?
You know what? I will be honest with you. I feel it might be too loud for me. I feel like that might do my
I'm
nothing.
trying to. I don't know if there's anything that wouldn't be excessively loud.
It's loud, isn't it?
It's
loud.
It
It might do me
definitely.
in.
Especially on a Tuesday, innit?
Yeah, on a Tuesday, darling. See, he knows. He knows.
I'm trying to figure
It's
out
Tuesday.
what. Oh, Junior's
But I
coming
feel-
back. I
mean,
definitely
it's
understand what you're
loudish.
saying.
Yeah, for me, someone like me, I ain't really good with like all that. You know.
Yep.
I have to leave the meetings when it starts getting all animalistic.
Oh,
Do
I
you know
don't.
what
I
mean?
don't blame you. Sometimes it's just
Yeah.
over the top.
Oh, terrible, terrible. But yeah, that's one thing I will say.
Okay,
But honestly,
I
it
have
does
a-
help.
I have a 3.5 block.
A block. Okay.
So don't get
Hmm.
don't have the. It's not built yet.
Got it. That's fine. That's fine. We'll try to find one that is built and go from there. I do-
A couple days left on it.
Can I?
Got it.
How?
Days away from
Can I drive it round for a little bit and then bring it back?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
Go
that I
ahead.
can see how loud it is, because I might.
Go ahead.
know?
So that's Richard's. Richard isn't even on duty right now, and even if he were, he can drive my vehicle. It's not an issue.
Okay. Oh no, I won't nick it off you. I'm good for it. But, you know, if it
Martha,
is too
trust me,
loud-
I'm not concerned at all. You have nothing to
Okay.
worry about.
Okay. But if it's
I
too
will
loud
have
and
a
it
re-
does me in, I might just drive it into a wall.
Well, don't do
Just
that.
out.
Don't just give me a call, and I'll get it swapped out.
Before I
Okay.
do that. Okay then. All right, I'll drive it around for a bit and then I'll bring it back. I'll go around to all my usual places.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Matt. You're a treasure. Let me know about anything, won't you?
I
You know
will.
You're gonna
I will.
walk away from me and forget I exist. You know.
That's not true.
Yeah.
All right. What's
Damn.
up, Abdul?
I heard there is some fresh tea.
What kind of fresh tea? What's the topic of discussion?
And the command reports. Something
Oh,
concerning
hold on.
LSPD.
Whoa. Here's the thing. I don't look at those. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, take a look. Take a look.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Don't do me like that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean,
What?
it is a command report. Just know that if you do
Yeah?
see Spectre, he is required to turn in his equipment.
Oof! Why? What happened? What did he do?
I know some details, but I don't know if I have enough to give a story without providing wrong information.
Ah.
But he
tell
fucked
me
up.
the right ones.
But he fucked up.
He fucked up?
That's the information I got.
Oh.
He fucked up, and I don't believe he intends on. We're being sued as part of his fuck up, and I don't believe he'll be attending his case.
Oh
So
my God.
that's gonna make us look exceptionally bad. And as a result,
I'm gone.
well, I don't know the context, but I did listen in a meeting we had. Abdul,
Yeah?
this
Yeah?
you know this is tea not to be spread. You know.
Of course not. You know me, I don't spread, I only stir.
Uh-huh. I'll word it the best that I can.
Yeah?
This fuck up happened. We are getting sued. I don't think he's been around since. I actually think he got demoted as a result of the situation. And I don't know if he disagrees with that decision and that's why he hasn't been around, but when I was informed that he's not going to be making his case, I made it very clear to the people in that office. There isn't a blacklist for PD, but there will be, and he'll be number one if he intentionally is not showing up. And to be clear, what I meant by that was it's that time of year where a lot of things come up for people, you know, stuff happens. I would never hold that against someone, but if they are making the conscious decision to intentionally not go despite having the means to do so, he will be on that list.
Understood.